Hey everyone, so I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to share a look with you, and I've been loving this palette lately, so I decided that I'm going to use it in this look today. I don't know if I'll do a fully neutral look or if I'll play with some of the colorful eyeshadows. I'm not really sure yet, but I know I want to use this, and I have used this in my last tutorials as well. They've been mainly like voiceovers, and then I think I did one talk through, but not like a chit chat, because I've been working a lot recently. I've been working over 40 hours each week since the holiday season started, and I've been just trying to pick up extra hours at work. So I haven't had a proper day off since Christmas actually. Today is my first proper day off and I'm super duper excited. My throat is a little bit croaky and my nose is a little bit sniffly. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. It might be from, being really tired and kind of stressed. But I'm just applying an eyeshadow primer all over my eyes just because I've been forgetting to apply an eyeshadow primer lately, so I wanted to make sure that I put this down, and it's just the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So next I'm going to move on, and what do I want to do? I think I'm going to put on my headband just so I don't get my makeup in my face. I'm just going to put on this feather one, and that way I don't get my hair in my makeup, which is never a good idea. I go for one of my glowy primers, which is the L'Oreal Lumi Magic. I'm just going to take a pump of this and just apply it on, and I really love this primer when my skin is feeling a little bit drier or dehydrated. I do have oily combination skin, but when I get sick I do get kind of like dry, cracked patches. And it's been super dry and cold out lately, so I really like this primer during the winter months. Alright, so this foundation is basically done. I love this foundation. I think I only have a couple of pumps left, but this is the Bourjois Healthy mix that Hyper Babe 22 sent me in our swap a while ago, and I'm just going to put that on the palette and I'm going to apply it all over to my face. It is slightly too dark for me right now because it is my summer match, but I'm just going to apply concealer on top of that as well just to brighten it. Alright, so I'm going to take my BH 117 brush, which is basically like a flat top angled brush, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face, and this will just really warm up my complexion. I really love this foundation because it is glowy and hydrating, and it just looks really radiant and natural and flawless. It can look a little bit dewy on me, so I do obviously like to use a powder, but I really love the look of it, and it's so natural looking and just such a lightweight feeling foundation. So like I said, it is a little too dark for me, but I'm just going to apply some concealer. This one is like a peachy pink that I like to put underneath my eye, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and it will just really brighten my dark eye circles. And I'm going to draw it on like a triangle shape just to really highlight my cheekbones as well. Then I'm also going to take it on my chin, on the tip of my nose, and in between my brow bone. Does that even make sense? In between my eyebrows. I think I'm also going to take this Becca Liquid Illuminizer, and I'm just going to mix this in a little bit. It's more of a golden color, and it's so pretty, and I actually got a suggestion from one of my friends here. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for the suggestion. I'm just mixing this in together, and it will give me a really highlighted, illuminated look and just look really gorgeous and glowy. So I'm just going to use the same brush and just pat this into my skin. So I definitely still want to maintain that healthy glow, but I do want to mattify my skin down a little bit just because I do have oily combination skin like I mentioned earlier, and I just love this powder so much. As you can see, I've hit Serious Pan is almost done, and this is just going to set down the makeup and make sure that it doesn't look too oily and crazy, and it will definitely make my makeup last a lot longer as well. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my skin a little tiny bit. I don't need to bronze up my skin too much because like I said, the foundation is a little dark for me, but I want to use this Bourjois bronzer. I haven't used it in forever, but it's seriously one of my favorite bronzers. It's just such a gorgeous warm color, and I'm just going to dust this all over my temples and my forehead and obviously on the sides of my cheeks, and I will also put down the side of my nose. I also like to put it underneath my lip just to make it really pop. Next I'm going to go into this blush palette, and I've been getting actually into using blush again. I was off of blush for a long time. I just wasn't feeling it. But I have been liking blush again lately, so I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to make two colors mixed together. More of a cool toned purple, and then I'm going to mix it with this neutral shade right there, and I'm just going to apply it on my cheeks. To apply that blush, I'm going to go ahead and take my BH Cosmetics 113 brush, which is just a dense fluffy brush. And I'm just applying the tiniest bit. I don't like to go too overboard with my blush, and I think that's why I've been liking it again lately, because I've just been applying the subtlest amount and just kind of working my way back into using blush. I'm also just going to highlight using this Milani Bella Chiffon shade, and I'm just going to take my e.l.f. fan brush, and I'm just going to dust this over my cheekbones and above my eyebrow as well. Alright, first I'm going to take the BH 122 brush, and I'm going to go into the color Pecan Praline, and I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelid. Then I'm also going to take this e.l.f. concealer brush, which is just a flat brush, and I'm going to go into the shade right here, Black Currant. And I think I'm just going to take this on my outer corner for right now, but I'll decide if I want to apply it all over or not. I think I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm just going to, first of all, like I said, just apply this in the outer corner. This is a very pigmented, gorgeous shade. It does have some shimmer in it, but it's not showing up too crazily on my eye. It looks very, very pretty and very, very subtle, so I like it a lot so far. This is actually the first time that I have used this shade before. I had a lot of fallout from that color, but I've been trying to dust it away with this fan brush, and I think I got most of it. But I'm going to now blend out that color with my Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm just going to blend this out so it looks a lot more seamless and kind of create more of a V shape with it in my crease. Alright, now that that's blended out, I'm going to go back into this Milani shade, and I'm just going to take the same Sonia Kashuk brush. There's nothing left on the brush, and I'm just going to pop this all over my eyelid where I don't have that purple color, and just kind of blend the edges where they meet. Make sure to also get in the inner corner just to really brighten that area. I'm actually going to take a mix of cappuccino chip and satin sheets, and I'm just going to blend them together and then blend them in the center of my eye just to really brighten that area, and it makes like a nice copper shade. And I'm just going to mix this together and blend that on, and it looks really, really stunning and just draws some more attention to the center of my eyelid. And then I'm going to go back into that purple, and I'm just going to draw this along my lower lash line and just really smoke out that shade. So my camera died, so I just applied my eyebrows, and I applied a little tiny bit of mascara, and now I'm applying some false eyelashes by Kiss just to my eyes, just to elongate them and make my lashes look a lot more bold, because I have super subtle, short, straight lashes. I really wish I hadn't added that concealer already just because there was a ton of fallout from the purple eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and just wipe that off underneath my eye just because there is a ton of fallout from that purple eyeshadow and it left a ton of like little glitters underneath my eye. So I would definitely recommend probably doing your foundation after using that purple shade. That one definitely had a ton of fallout, or you can use shadow shields if you have them. But I'm just going to clean up underneath my eyes. Thankfully the rest of my foundation is okay. It's just right underneath my eyes. And I'm going to take a brightening concealer. I only have the tiniest bit of this left. It's basically finished, so I'm just going to take a tiny bit that I put on a palette. And I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes just to really brighten up underneath there. And make sure that those purple shadows aren't causing a shadow to be cast underneath my eyes and make them look darker than they actually are. I've also decided that I'm just going to apply a little bit down the bridge of my nose just to highlight that area. I just wanted to add a little bit, and this will just really highlight my nose as well. Now I'm just going to go ahead and set down that highlight with my yellow powder from this BH palette, and I'm going to use my 115 brush. I actually like that I brighten the eyes this time around with the light concealer. I think it looks a lot better than it did originally. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off with a lip gloss. This one is just a purple shade